So hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Carol, and as you will see, my channel is called Living Life to the Full with me, Carol. And what I want to do is just share my life with you and bring you along on my journey. So let me just introduce myself first. My name, as I've said, is Carol, and I'm in my 70s, but I'm not going to let being in my 70s mean I live a boring life. I've always lived my life to the full. I've always filled it with so much. And I just want to share what I do. So I'm someone who loves going on holiday. So I will share my holidays with you. I also enjoy crafting and gardening and baking and just living my life with my husband and my family and my friends. So why did I decide to start a channel? Well, it's all down to another lady. Some of you may have seen Maria Crocker on YouTube. If you haven't, find her channel. I met her last year, but there's a bit of a story behind that because the previous year, my husband and I went on our first holiday to Zakynthos, or otherwise known as Zante, a Greek island. And I wanted to check out what it was like. So, like a lot of us, I used normal research base, YouTube. And when I went onto YouTube, I found Maria's videos of her time visiting Zakynthos, and she'd been a couple of times, and it was just really lovely, and it really gave us a feel of the place. And when we got there, we sort of had a sense of where we want to go and what we want to do, and we enjoyed it so much that first year that last year we went back again. And so I'm lying on the beach having a great time, and I hear this voice, and I'm like, I know that voice. And it was Maria. And so we got chatting and became friends, and she said to me, why don't you do it? You'd be great. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Not sure it's me. I don't know I've got the time. And so it's been in the back of my mind for over a year. And then our circumstances have changed a bit recently. We had family living with us. They've moved out. We had a lot of other responsibilities, and we laid those down. And I began to think, oh, maybe I could do it. And then we began to plan to go on this year's holiday to Zakynthos. And I thought, what better way to start than to share our holiday in Zakynthos with you. So that's what we're going to do. We've just got back. We've recorded loads of stuff. And I'm going to try and share that with you and take you on holiday with me to Zakynthos. Some of it may be very similar to what I saw on Maria's, but we did do some different things. We've been walking. We've been and visited various places while we've been there. But we've also been and recorded where we've eaten and the things we've got up to. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. But before we can go, we've got to pack. So the first part of this vlog will be packing for 3 weeks in Zakynthos. Hope you enjoy. Come along with me. So I'm going to get going on the packing now. Just so to say that we are actually heading off to Zakynthos. We're going to a resort called Alykes, and we've been there before. This is our 3rd year back there. So 2 years ago we had a week there. Last year we had 2 weeks, that was in May. But this year we're actually going out for 3 weeks, and we're going self-catering, but that doesn't mean that we will only do our own stuff. There are lots of fabulous tavernas and lovely places out there which will take you along and show you what we do. But let's think about the packing today. Let's get that underway and let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm actually quite an organised person. I like to have things organised. So that means I've got a packing list, and I have my trusty packing cubes. I wouldn't be without these. I think I was watching YouTube 3 or 4 years ago and saw someone using packing cubes, and it really suits me. I know it doesn't suit everybody. Not everyone wants to be able to have to organise like I do, but for me it really works. It means I can put all of the certain things in one bag, and actually if then when you get to where you're going there's not much in the way of storage, you can still use these, particularly for things like underwear, bikinis, all those bits. It's handy to have them in a bag if you're having to stack them into only a small amount of space. So anyway, so packing bags are my great tip, I guess, is what I want to say. But I have also organised. So over the last few days, I've brought into the room where I'm packing, and I'm very fortunate we have spare rooms in the house, and so I'm using one of our other bedrooms in the house to organise. So I've brought down all the stuff that I think I might want to take. I may not take it all. It may not all fit in. We're flying with Chewy, and we've got 20 kilos hold and 10 kilos cabin. So I should be able to do a summer holiday in that. It will be warm and hot out there. I'm not going to need much in the way of anything thick or heavy. So biggest problem will be the toiletries and the shoes on usually for me. So we'll wait and see, shall we? So let's get started. Let me show you what I'm hoping to take with me. So first of all, I've got organised on the bed all the other bits. So I've got a whole pile here, and that's shorts and t-shirts. So when we're on holiday, particularly when we're in Alykes, it's a lovely rural setting. We do love to walk, and quite often we'll get up in the morning and we'll go for a nice walk and then come back and have our breakfast. So shorts and t-shirts and just a little very lightweight hoodie, this is my favourite. A little lightweight hoodie is ideal if it's not quite so hot first thing. It depends how early we get up, and that can vary quite a lot depending on what time we went to bed the night before and what we were up to the night before. So that's that pile. And then I've also got bikinis. So I am a lover of bikinis, and as you will see, I'm also a lover of Shein. So I have all my bikinis, all but one, are from Shein. I find that absolutely brilliant. They just really fit me well. I'm an XL on Shein. I'm a size 16. I'm actually quite narrow on the shoulders and the back, but I'm so on my toe I'm sort of between a 14 and a 16, but I'm quite hippie. So I'm size 16 on my hips. So I tend to go for a size 16, and that seems to fit. And their bikinis are fitting me beautifully. This is the one I've already had. I've got 3 new ones this year. This is the one I already had. I absolutely love this. It's got this lovely crossover detail, and yeah, so it's absolutely lovely. So I've got 5 bikinis. As I say, we're there for 3 weeks, so yeah, I want to be able to make sure I can just change them around quite a bit and give them a good wash. I'm taking some travel wash with me, because obviously that length of a holiday we are likely to need to wash some things out, but I'd rather not have to go and find somewhere to do actual washing, so I'm going to try and avoid that if I can. Okay, which is why I've got quite a few outfits, particularly for the evenings. Also for the beach and during the day, I've got a number of cover-ups, like let's just show you this one. I bought this out there actually a couple of years ago. Just a nice lightweight, if I just step back you can probably see that a bit better. Nice lightweight shirt length, knee length little overshirt. This covers up nicely. So a few things like that, as well as a sarong if I just want to throw something on quickly because I just want to nip up to the loo while I'm on the beach or whatever. Okay, and we will spend quite a bit of time on the beach. We do love the beach, and I love being able to just get into the sea when I'm getting a bit hot. But we may also go and find some of the pools. The lovely thing about Greece, and I think it's in general, but certainly where we go in Alykes, is that all the pools are open to you. They don't, although it may be a hotel that has a pool, they're all open to you. As long as you buy food and drink while you're sitting around their pool, you can use it. So we haven't done much of that in the past, and so this year I think we're going to go and try out some of the pools in the area as well. So come along with us, and I'll be able to show you where we go and what we see, and what we enjoy, where it works, where it doesn't. But our experience so far of Alykes is that everywhere is so friendly and everyone is so welcoming, which is why we're going back, because it is just such a lovely place to go. The Greek people there are just so welcoming, so helpful, and it's just a really enjoyable chill out, and that's what we want. So I think so. And then on top of all those main bits and underwear, of course, I then have a number of dresses for the evening. So I thought I'd just show you a few of those. Okay, so I'm just going to start getting those out from the wardrobe. So first of all, these are not for the evening. These are more daytime cover-ups. So these are from Shein. I've got 3 of these dresses in different colours, and they're absolutely brilliant. They're really lightweight. They're just knee length. They're ideal to pop on just to go and walk around the town, or if you're on the beach and then you want to go and have a walk around through the shops. You don't want to have to go up and get changed, but I'm also not comfortable just walking around in a sarong or something. I know some people will, but that's not me. So popping on a dress like this is absolutely perfect. I wonder if I can get far enough back for you to see it. Yeah, can you see that? So I've got 3 of those, which are lovely, along with a couple of just, and this was also bought out there, a little strappy dress as well. So they're just a bit more of a cover up than a beach cover up. So I love those. So I've got a few of those. I've got a few things like that. And then for the evenings, I've got a whole variety of dresses. So I've got a little short dress like this. Look at that. So when it's, you know, on a nice hot evening, it's just lovely and cool to wander around in. And that actually, I think that came from Matalan this year, and I absolutely love it. The colour is fabulous. I really love it. And it's so comfortable to wear. It's really light. But you know, you can wear it just every day. See if I can get far enough. You can wear it every day, or you can put a bit of jewellery on with it, which is probably what I do on holiday. You'll see that, I'm sure. I've dressed that up a bit with a bit of jewellery. So I've got a few little short dresses like that, and then I've got my longer ones. So I've got like this, which is a longer white. Yeah, and then I've got some strappy ones as well. So yeah, they're all in here. So all of those, and then with it, I've got just this little white cover up, which is ideal if it's a little bit chillier. Just pop that on over the top. So I've got that. I've got a little black one like that, and then I've also got my pashmina. I love my pashmina. We were very, very fortunate. We went to Mauritius last year. It was my very special birthday for my husband, and we went to Mauritius, and I got this lovely pashmina, double-sided, different colours, and it was lovely. It goes with everything because it's nice and neutral. So I think that's sort of roughly what there is. And then, of course, there's the toiletries. The other side of it is we are going self-catering, and we've realised that although we will probably mostly it'll be breakfast, we'll do maybe lunch, occasionally in the evening I might cook. So just to do a few evenings without going out to the tavernas, I take with me things like this. These little sachets of seasoning. And they're just brilliant because then you can just make something up very quickly in the apartment. And so a few evenings we might do things like that. So I've just got a salt and pepper. I've got a chicken tinga, which is a spicy one, and then got a chicken casserole one. There's a good little supermarket in Alykes, so I'll just be able to pick up some bits, throw that together. We can have that some nights as well. And then I take things like salt and pepper, because otherwise I'm going to buy them out there and I'm not going to use a whole one of those. So these have been going backwards and forwards with us, and they're great. I don't think, and then the other thing that's probably worth sharing with you is these. So last year I bought Pestex. You may have seen them being advertised. I can get them out of the bag, and everything's in a Shein bag. Aren't Shein bags wonderful? I love them. Anyway, so here's, so I bought Pestex, which are these, you know, the bands that you tie around. They're like, I'll just show you one. Yeah, so they're just a little, right, see that? Hang on, let me just put that down so I can show you properly. They're just a little plaited band, but they're impregnated with the repellent. And we wore these we wore these in Mauritius last year. They were brilliant. And so we're going to take them with us again, because the only thing with going to Greece in general, and particularly in Alykes, is the evenings you can get quite a lot of mozzies. So we take plug-ins for the room, we take these to wear, and then I've actually got the repellent, and just in case we've also got the antihistamine cream to deal with it if it happens, but hopefully it won't. So these seem to work really well, so we'll see if they work as well this year. Other than that, I don't think there's much else other than all the general stuff. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to start putting some bits into the packing cubes. I might show you how I do one of those, and then I'll get the others all rolled up, and then I'll show you how I put all that into the case, ready to go. Okay, so I'll be back shortly with a little bit more. Great. So as you'll see, I'm rolling everything. I find that makes it a lot easier to get everything in if it's all rolled up. So, and then you can just really squeeze a lot of them in, push the air out, and then it's very easy to put it all into the case, as you'll see later. So this is all my evening dresses, all my dresses for the evening, for going out in the evenings, and I dare say as we share the holiday with you, you'll see some of these as I wear them while we're out there. So let's see how, I'm not sure how many I'll get in here. This is one of the larger cubes, so I tend to use this for the dresses, but I've got quite a few this year. I decided that I was just going to take dresses this year. In the past I have taken sort of linen trousers and tops, but over the years I've collected quite a few clothes, and I just thought actually I've got enough. I'm just going to take them, take just dresses this year. I've got long ones as well, so if I want to cover up my legs I can. If it's a little bit cooler, although it's unlikely to be that cool during that time, but it's just really easy just to roll them all up and get them into these. Right, so I think what I'll do is I'll carry on doing this, and then I'll come back and show you when I've actually got this one done, so you can see how it looks. Okay, so there we go. You can see I've got what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dresses into there. So if I just in fact I could probably get another one across the top there, which I might do in a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put the day dresses and the rest of those evening dresses into another one of those. Okay, and then I'll let you see how it all looks. Okay, so I've taken out a few of my dresses. I had far too many for the evening. I'm sure I'll wear each of them probably twice, so I've cut it down a little bit. So I've got these two have, as I say, dresses for all the cover-ups now. And then in here are my shorts and tops. And then we have underwear and bikinis, I think mainly. Yeah, underwear, bikinis, that sort of thing. So they're all in there. No, sorry, underwear and underwear, I think. And then I've still got all the bikinis. So they'll just, I'll slot those in wherever when I start putting all the extra bits in. The next port of call for me is to go and find my husband and sort out all the extras and what's going in my case and what's going in his, because needless to say, he's got half as many clothes as me, which is the norm. Just a bit easier for them, some trunks during the day with a t-shirt and then the same stuff in the evening. So anyway, we'll see how we go, and I'll come back to you when I've sort of sorted all that out. Just to say, one other thing I thought of that I do have, I bought these a couple of years ago, and I find these really helpful. You know, when you get on holiday, I'm going to plot those, sorry, wrong bag, let me find the right bag. Where's the bag gone that I'm looking for? Oh dear, where's the bag gone that I'm looking for? Oh, there it is. Right, okay. I find in when you get to most places, there's not enough hangers. Sometimes there are, but I bought these, which are like little folding hangers. So you just pull them out like that, and you've got the hooks here to hang by straps or the full width, and they're absolutely brilliant. Fold up, and I think it's about 16 of them that were in the pack, and I just take those with me, and that gives me my extra hanging space. Okay, right, okay, enough tips, enough sorting out. Let's see how I can get on and get this done. Okay, so we've gone through it together, the two of us. Been a bit of a job. We decided we'd stick with the 20 kilos, and in the past we've usually gone up to 23 or 25, so that's probably one of the reasons we're struggling. But we've pretty much made it. I'm not going to open up the case and show you now because I've just managed to get it all in. So basically, let me just show you, let me turn you around and show you what we have actually managed to do. Okay, so I've got this case here, and that's got about, that's just over, well, on the 20, so that should be okay. And then the small carry-on, which is only 7.5, so any last minute bits you'll probably throw in there. Okay, so I think we're ready. All I need to do now is go and do my nails. Do those a little bit later. I do my own nails. I used to have gel nails and I absolutely ruined my nails. And they are very vulnerable anyway, I find. So I keep them short and I just do my own. I probably have to do them again while I'm away. I use the Rimmel 60 seconds. I find it's really good with a base coat and a top coat. And I'll probably have to do them again during the holiday, but that's okay because I'm on holiday and I've got plenty of time. So I've just packed, those bits. So nails to do. I've got to get something to eat. and then we'll probably have an early night, and we'll be up early tomorrow morning and in a taxi at 4 o'clock, hopefully, on our way to the airport, and then in the air by about 7. I'll be by 7 at the latest, I should think, and then we'll be in Alykes, and I'll either catch up with you in the morning, may catch up with you at the airport, and if not, it will be in Alykes in the sunshine to show you how we're getting on. So hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you soon. Bye.